Hello, welcome. My name is Shelby Marybeth. Today's video is going to be super exciting. We're finishing my reading nook over here later in today's video. I also just have a ton of motivation throughout this entire video. Cleaning motivation, prepping for the month ahead of us, getting our calendars in order, meal planning, the works. I just want to thank you guys so much for choosing to watch today's video. You guys have been supporting me by commenting and liking my videos, and I just appreciate every single one of you. One of the things I like to do at the beginning of every single month is just take the time to wash our sheets. This time around, I decided to wash absolutely everything, so even our covers and my duvet cover, which ends up being about 3 loads of laundry. So that is why I'm doing it first thing this morning, because I like to take everything off my bed, put it through the wash, and then put it right back on my bed. I don't like to sit and fold like a bunch of sheets if I don't have to, and this has just been a huge time saver. I'm bringing my sheets over into the laundry room now. I'm starting our first load. As soon as one load is done, I will be cycling the laundry all day. So throughout this video, I've been trying to do some different camera angles just to like switch things up. I've also been doing some wider angles, so you guys will have to let me know what you think. I'm also going to be including a bunch of new music throughout today's video, so definitely leave a comment letting me know if you like it or not. So the weekend before filming this, I actually went through all of my kids' old clothes. I organized absolutely everything. I meant to do this literally like a year ago, and I ended up just throwing all of their clothes into Cecilia's closet, which was a huge mistake because I rarely go in there, so I forgot about all of these clothes. Forgot, or I was choosing to forget, because going through their clothes is like the absolute hardest thing for me to do, just emotionally, because it just reminds me of how big they are getting so quickly. But this is 4 years of their clothes, and I really need to donate these for somebody else to be able to use. So in our area, we actually have a store called Kid to Kid. They buy and sell used like baby kids clothing, and I shop at that store regularly. I love that it's like renewable, like it's recyclable. Kids grow out of their clothes so quickly, so most of the clothing items there look absolutely brand new. They also buy the clothes back from you at a lower price, of course, because they do need to make a profit, but I always use that in store credit so that I can get more clothing items for Cece and Owen as they get bigger. I ended up taking all those bags and putting them in the back of our car so that it's easier to do a drop off, but they only take 2 bags at a time at my store, so I can't just drop it all off at one time. I have to make several different trips, but it feels really good to have finally gone through all of their clothes. I will be getting started on our reading nook here very shortly. I just have a little bit more cleaning to do here in our master bedroom before we get started. So for those of you that are new, this used to be a desk area. I recently sold the desk and the chair that was here. So in total, I sold that on Marketplace for like $150. So that is my challenge, is to keep my reading nook here within my budget of $150. So technically, I'm not spending any extra money on this area. So one of the things I needed for my reading nook was just a little side table. This one actually came out of Owen's room. We recently sold his rocker in there, so I brought the table out here on our porch because I didn't have a use for it in his room anymore. So instead of it being out here on the porch, I'm bringing it into our reading nook where it's going to have a lot more use. I just had to wash it and dust it off real quick because it was pretty dirty and dusty from the porch. I searched high and low for a lamp on Marketplace and was unsuccessful. This one I found on Amazon and I absolutely love it. This was the only lamp I could find that was going to keep me within my budget. It was only $45 on Amazon and I absolutely love it. All the lamps I was finding at Target were like over $100 to $200, so I was like, I cannot do that. I also couldn't find any on Marketplace that I liked, but this one is absolutely gorgeous. They have it in a bunch of different colors. I found these two pillows at Target, one bigger one just for like nice back support as I'm laying there, and then the smaller floral one is decorative. The throw blanket I shopped from our living room. So if you missed it in my last video, I got the couch from Facebook Marketplace for $50. It came with this footstool and I was thinking about getting rid of it, but it makes the couch just absolutely the most comfortable area in our house. It's not too bad to like bring it back and forth either, so I'm deciding to keep it. At this point, it was time to start cycling the laundry again. I need to get all of these sheets through the wash so that I can get them right back on our bed. I'll be coming back in here to finish our sheets later, but before I leave to go into our master bathroom to clean that area of our house, I wanted to finish our master bedroom by just doing a nice deep vacuum in here. I've made it into our master bathroom, which could use some TLC. It's so hard to see all the spots on the mirror from just brushing your teeth and washing your hands, but they are there. Need to wipe everything down, put things away. Our master bathroom tends to get neglected when it comes to cleaning because we usually get ready in here in the morning and then we are out just chasing our kids around the rest of our house. So we don't usually come back in here until the end of the day when we are absolutely exhausted. So it can be easy to forget about, but it feels so good to come in here at the end of the day to get ready for bed when it's nice and clean and put together. To clean our mirrors, I like using a spray bottle with half water, half vinegar in it, spray it on, and then I use a cloth to wash it all off. I love using vinegar to clean whenever I can, and using it on our windows and mirrors has been absolutely perfect. I always start by washing our mirrors first, that way if anything sprays on the counter, this is when I wipe them down anyway. So I'm using some disinfecting wipes to wipe down our entire counters and our bathrooms. I'm also making sure to wipe down the light switches and any bathroom handles. You also really need to make sure it is nice and saturated. It needs to sit for a while, like nice and wet, and then completely dry before it actually does any disinfecting. Just a little tip, just in case you are like me and don't always read the back of the cleaning bottle. I'm cleaning our water closet now, and before I wipe down our toilet with disinfecting wipes, I like to take just a little bit of toilet paper to dust it off. That way I'm not just wiping dust all around on our toilet. But I feel like cleaning a toilet is pretty straightforward. I'm just making sure to get all those nooks and crannies, wiping absolutely everything down, making sure it is completely saturated with those disinfecting wipes from top to bottom. I'm also making sure to get our squatty potty on the bottom. And then to clean the inside, I actually have a Clorox wand that I like to use. It was about time for my kids to wake up from their nap at this point, so I'm just throwing a couple more towels so that they're ready for us at the end of the day and I don't forget them. And we will be getting started on cycling some laundry again, getting these sheets out of the dryer and onto our bed, putting the sheets that are in the washer into the dryer, and starting another load. I was trying to find a way to make our mattress a little bit more comfortable without having to buy like a whole new mattress. So I ended up getting a mattress topper off of Amazon and this mattress cover just to make it super, super comfortable at a much more affordable price. I've made my way into our kitchen now. I'm cleaning up my kids' snack after their nap. So usually they wake up from their nap around 2 and then it is snack time. I'd been so busy with the reading nook and trying to get our laundry done. I fell behind on everything that I normally do in the morning for our kitchen, but that is okay. We are tackling it right now. I always have a full dishwasher by the end of the day, so I will run it before we go to bed, and then in the morning it is ready for me to put away. So I'm putting away all the clean dishes in our dishwasher right now, and then I'll be able to load up our dirty sink. Now that we have an empty dishwasher, I can load it up with all these dirty dishes. I have everything in the dishwasher that I can put in there, and now I just have a few things that I need to hand wash. I cannot confidently say our kitchen is clean until our counters are completely wiped down. It's just the cherry on top of cleaning up the kitchen. This was all from the kitchen. I just kind of threw it over here because it needed to go in the laundry room to either get washed or the recycling that is in our garage. Try to save my steps whenever possible, and it's much easier to bring it all together rather than going back and forth for each of those items. So that was that pile there. Anyway, you can see my kids running around with paper plates on their back. They were being little butterflies, and that actually kept them entertained for a while. Now I am taking our top sheet and fitted sheet out of the dryer, so I'll be able to put those right back on our bed. And then the last load I have for our sheets will be going into the dryer here shortly. But that will not be the last load that I do in today's video. I still have a ton of other laundry that I need to do, like towels and my kids' clothes, as well as my own clothes. So we are just knocking all of that out today. Time to put our sheets right back onto our bed. The last piece I have in the dryer is our duvet cover. So this one is our fitted sheet and our top sheet. I still use the top sheet for our bed. I feel like it keeps our duvet cleaner longer, but I'm curious if you guys do too. I've heard that it's actually a trend that people aren't using top sheets as often anymore. So I'm just curious if that's actually true. I've not forgotten about the mess in our laundry room. We'll be getting back to that, but I really wanted to knock out our foyer and living room next. We are extremely lucky. We have a room completely dedicated to our kids' toys, so their playroom, and as I'm cleaning up the house, will just put things right back in there. And then I've started a routine with them at around 6 o'clock. Every night, right before bedtime, we all clean up the playroom together. Finally be finishing up our bed here. I know it's been a long time in the making because of those 3 loads of laundry that needed to get done before I could put everything back on. Anyway, I'm doing our comforter. So I lay out the comforter first, and then I actually have a duvet cover that goes over it. So that's what I'm pulling out of the dryer now. Duvet covers are so nice because you could easily change up your comforter if you needed to by just changing out the cover. I've always kept ours white just because that's kind of how I decorated our bedroom, but I like the option. It also keeps our comforter so much cleaner. So I'm going to share the easiest way to put your duvet cover back on. I know this is one of the biggest struggles sometimes, but my duvet cover is completely inside out on top of my comforter right now. I have 4 duvet clips that I put on each corner to hold it together, and then I will just reach through the zippered hole and basically turn it inside out. And this is literally the easiest way to put your duvet cover on without struggling to get everything back inside. So washing the duvet cover for me is actually a monthly or every 2-month kind of thing. It's not as often as our regular sheets that I like to wash at least every week or every 2 weeks. So I always get asked why I have two covers on our pillows, and the answer is one of them is actually a waterproof cover, and then the second one on top is just a regular old like cover that came with our sheet set. So anyway, the waterproof cover I actually started using when I was pregnant because I had just put like a water barrier on everything just in case my water broke in our bed, which was like completely terrifying idea to myself. So anyway, ever since I've just left the like waterproof covers on our pillows, it just helps keep them clean for so much longer. I'm getting started on just that everyday laundry now, so towels galore. I always have towels to wash, and then next I'll be washing my kids' clothes, which is also something I always have to wash. But I am grateful for our washer because it does all the washing for me. All I have to do is get it started and it will clean everything for me. I cannot imagine trying to wash everything by hand. I'm also grateful that my kids have clean clothes to wear, and I am here for them to provide them with clean folded clothes. These sheets are nice and clean. They've just been sitting on top of our dryer waiting to get folded. I had changed out my kids' sheets the weekend before. I actually have a little bonus video for you guys. It's going to be a really like motivating quick video. I basically had a like hour and a half to myself to get our house in order, and one of the things I did was change out their sheets, so that's why they're clean and on top of the washer now. But anyway, I really hope you guys will like that video. I'm not sure exactly when it'll come out, but it will be like a little bonus Tuesday video. A little tip for sheet sets: just fold them and then put them inside one of the pillowcases, and it keeps everything nicely together. I'm just taking the time now to get all this clutter that's kind of built up in our laundry room and put it away where it belongs. I just like to stay on top of clutter whenever possible because if I can keep it from piling up, it is so much easier to manage. Our towels are done. I'm going to get them into the laundry basket so that I can bring them out to the table and fold them and cycle another load of laundry. Next up will be my kids' clothes, and then I'm going to be putting in my very own clothes, and then I can officially say that I am back on top of all of our laundry. A while ago, my aunt was visiting from Michigan, and while she was here staying with me, she folded some of her laundry here on the table, and it completely blew my mind. I was like, why have I not thought of this before? And ever since, I've been folding all of our laundry and sorting it here on the dining table. It's just so much easier to organize things and just fold. I think we have a really nice size laundry room. I'm actually incredibly grateful for it, but it's definitely not like big enough. I don't have any surface area in there to fold my laundry in. So our dining room table has been my favorite spot. We use towels everywhere throughout our house, so I'm bringing the ones back into the kitchen now, and then I basically just end up grouping things together and bringing them back to their different homes. I have towels that go into my kids' bathrooms that I'll be bringing in there now, and then a whole set of cleaning towels that go into our laundry room. In my last video, I completely organized and cleaned out our laundry room closet. It was incredibly satisfying. So if you have not seen that video, I will make sure it is linked in the description for you, or you can find it right on my channel. The number one thing I like to do that helps me feel like I have it all together, and it actually really helps, is a weekly meal plan and filling out my monthly calendar on our fridge. So right now I'm filling out our weekly meal plan. For a while I was actually doing a monthly meal plan, and I really wanted that to work, but I was finding myself moving things around a lot, and in the long run it really wasn't saving me any time. So I went back to doing a weekly meal plan just because I have a better idea of what we are doing a week in advance rather than a month. So it's easier to plan our meals out when I know what we're doing. So here's my week of meal planning, and I like to put it right here on our refrigerator so everybody knows what we are having that week. I am completely human, you guys. My calendar is filled out for March. I completely missed April. I never filled it out for April. We are in May now, and it's gonna feel so good to finally have this updated on our fridge and not feel completely behind. So we have a Google Calendar. My husband and I have a calendar that syncs to our phones, so we have both of our schedules in one place, which is super nice. But I have found just having this acrylic calendar on our refrigerator with just hot dates on it that I need to remember is so helpful. So I write down any events or birthdays that I need to remember. Otherwise, I am the queen of forgetting. It is time to start the never-ending pile of kids' clothes, and I actually thought it was a little interesting. This time I actually timed myself. It was mostly just with my videos here, but I was curious how long it took me to fold their pile of clothes. It never looks like it's as much as like a pile of my clothes in a hamper because my clothes are bigger. Their clothes are teeny tiny, and there's just so much to go through and fold. So it actually takes me 10 minutes and a half to fold an entire basket of their laundry. I am so lucky though, my husband will usually help me fold their laundry, so I guess it would only take us 5 minutes if we're both trying to knock it out together, but he gets a break from it since I am doing it in today's video. But anyway, the things you are interested in when you get older, like how long it takes you to fold a thing of laundry. Anyway, I sound so boring. So a little time saving tip, and I've tried to explain this like 10 times and it still doesn't feel like it makes any sense. But anyway, you can try and take off your clothes right side out so that you can put them straight into the wash. There are some clothing items I know that you cannot do that because you don't want to ruin the picture on them or anything, but anything that can go right side out into the washer and then you don't have to take the time getting it from being inside out to right side out, it's going to save you a lot of time in the long run. So for all my kids' clothes, I've been trying my best to teach them like how to take their clothes off so that they're right side out and I don't have to take the time to bring everything from being inside out later. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because I've re-recorded this part of the video more times than I can count. I've also said inside out and right side out a lot of different times, and it feels like I'm mixing them together. we are nearing the end of today's video, so I just want to thank you so much for watching. You guys have been motivating me by commenting and liking my videos, so I just want to thank you so much. If you are still looking for some motivation to clean, I will make sure the best video for you is linked at the end of this video. I make a new weekly cleaning, organizing, or decorating video every single Sunday here on my YouTube channel. So if that's something you think you'll like, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all right here next week in a brand new video.